Hi, this is Val Vandervoort of Veritas Homes.
And I'm Liz Min. We haven't been here in a little while.
No, I just noticing it looks like, at first I was like, oh my God, it's doing this split screen thing. But that's the wall behind us.
And we are actually here together.
We are.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's very refreshing.
Just walking across the street into the office today, I'm like, this kind of feels like we're getting back to normal.
Somewhat.
I guess I realize now, right? Like this is just going to be part of life,
Yeah.
and we just have to do what we can to mitigate risk where we can.
Yeah.
And just we're going to have to keep plowing through and living life.
Yes.
So,
I'm
yeah.
on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were talking about how long it had been since we had done
Yeah.
our broadcast.
Last one was in May.
Yeah. God, that's awful. I think it was time. We'd been doing it for 3 years or so, very consistently, and we've had a lot of talks about revamping and kind of refreshing. So we're going to work on that.
Yeah. And I think Liz and I just enjoy hanging out and having a conversation. Maybe it's just all for us.
And you have to suffer through. Sorry.
Yeah. And it's a great kind of consistent looking at what is happening with the inventory in our market and just getting a little bit of time to be analytical about it. So keeps us
sharp.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
So kind of back to the original format of what's going on in our market, and what we see this week is that properties inventories pop back up. So we kind of had a drop last week prior to Labor Day. Now this Friday, today, it's popped back up. But when we look back a year ago, like we're way lower than where we were a year ago. This week, a year ago, we had about 600 single-family homes on the market in San Mateo County. Right now, we're at 405, so we're at like 2/3 the inventory. I think San Carlos is about half of what it was a year ago. It was in the 20s last year, and now it's at 14. So,
what's really different, also, not just the housing numbers, when we look at the other cities. One thing that's very different this year is that the fires that are burning are horrible, but they're not as close to us. We had the fires that popped up south of us, and our air quality was abysmal last year. So it's very different.
Yeah.
Hopefully, knock on wood, we're not going to experience that in the next couple of months. But that's a big factor. It colored everything.
Quite literally.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had that orange day.
Yeah.
I was pleased this morning when I saw our sensor I think it was at 0.
Oh, wow.
And we got a little bit of rain on our
tiny
deck.
sprinkles.
Yeah, I was so excited. I'm like, what is that stuff? It's almost like snow. All right. So in the past, like we've always liked talking with our buyers and our sellers about in September seeing opportunities potentially for buyers, because kind of people don't go on in the summer months and then they wait until after Labor Day and then they come on. But I think given what the numbers are inventory wise and just pretty rabid demand from buyers,
Gosh, it's still so hot.
I don't know that there's going to be opportunities in September. For buyers.
We always really enjoyed that time of year because we were able to sort of slot some people in, with people starting to pay a little bit less attention and
something that we got one offer instead of 4, things like that.
Yeah. And the other thing that's a little different is that we're seeing quite a bit of higher end properties that are sitting on the market a little bit longer. But some of them flying off the shelf too.
Yeah. And to kind of dig into that a little bit further, we were checking out numbers. So right now, San Carlos has 20 single-family homes on the market. That includes the ones that are in the members-only section, so not necessarily viewable to the public. And only 4 of those are below 2 million. So it's like 20% of the market. So there are a lot of those kind of higher-end some new constructions that are out there. When we look at the whole year, there have been 228 single-family homes that have sold in San Carlos, and about a quarter of those have been under 2 million. So that's where we're at now in San Carlos, is that about 75% of our market is going to be above 2 million and 25% below 2 million, which is just crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's the only word that we can come up with, right? So when we look at the same kind of setup in Belmont, they have 17, including those members-only ones, but a greater percentage are under 2 million. 10 of them, in fact, which is quite high.
Right. Go buy in Belmont.
Belmont's looking a little approachable all of a sudden. And the Belmont sales this year have been 155 single-family homes, and about a third of those have sold under 2 million. So it's kind of funny, given there's so many options under that number at this moment, but it's not true. It just happened to have them right now. I think
maybe that's where the September opportunity is in Belmont.
There you go.
But we'll see how many of those pop up above 2 million ultimately in the end.
Right.
We want to talk, like we used to do, about things that are interesting options to go check out this weekend. Tour was not flush with properties right after Labor Day.
The interesting ones that we did see before Labor Day have now all sold. So
right, that's the pace. In San Carlos, we'd like to mention 855 Cabot Court. So right off of Melody, close to where it meets with Crestview. Really cool. I've always liked that street. There's probably, I don't know, a dozen houses on it. So a quiet spot. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house. It's 2,500 square feet about. It's on a 10,000 square foot lot. A lot of it is about the view. So really beautiful view out of there. It's listed at $2,998,000. That seems to be like the magic listing number for houses up in the hills of San Carlos these days. And it will be open on Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4.
And then I wanted to mention one in Redwood City. It caught my eye yesterday. Oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous.
My favorite pocket.
Oh gosh, yeah. Such a beautiful street. It's 964 Blandford. It is just such a magnificent area. And the property is gorgeous. It's a Spanish villa.
Built in 1931.
Yes. But it has been remodeled and looks gorgeous inside. It's 4 bedrooms and 4.5 baths, 2,700 square feet. And the lot is big. It's a 10,293 square foot lot, which I know doesn't sound big to most people, but in this area, we're like, wow, it's over 10K. So that one is also open this weekend from 1 to 4, both days, and it is $3,495,000. So beautiful house. I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited.
And as always, we would love the opportunity to show you these homes if it doesn't work for you to go check them out during open houses.
I welcome the opportunity to go see that one in particular.
Both of them.
Both of them for sure, yeah.
So that's it for today. It's so fun to be
nice
back.
to be back.
Yeah.
Now we'll go back to our masks.
Yep. Like we're at a restaurant. Right. Eating time is over. Time to cover up our faces. So
thanks for joining us.
Everyone have a great weekend.
Bye.